Thank you for the enlightening presentation. You are yourself. Okay, thank you. You are yourself. You are your talk. I'm a bigger fan now. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
How do you address learned helplessness? Unlearn.
Okay. That's a very good question, Vic.
Yes, this is very good. I don't want to complicate the answer, but it's really it's not simple, but you have to unlearn. Meaning, you have to identify first what are my learned helplessness. This is it's a mindset. Parang hindi ko kaya. Parang ganun. It's a mindset. And where did that mindset come from? We're talking about your history, your story. And if you're able to identify that, then you take responsibility today. Okay? So how can I learn to not be helpless? Then you practice expressing yourself by saying, let's say, hindi ko to kaya, can I do something about it? Okay? What are my options? And sometimes when you are into the helplessness, it facilitates anxiety. Because you're dead end eh. So pag dead end ka na, wala ka na magawa, na-anxious ka na, natataranta ka na, nagpapanik ka na. So how do you address learned helplessness? Understand where it's coming from and then do concrete steps to unlearn. I'm curious for the main reason why I'm attracting toxic partners or suitors. Also, how do we know our purpose in life?
Lalim.
Tama ka nga naman, yung 30 minutes, 40 minutes na presentation, hindi ko masagot lahat, okay? I'll give you a quick response. Why am I attracted to toxic partners or suitors? Maybe there is something toxic in you that matches another toxic energy from another person, okay? It's unconscious, by the way, so I'm not judging you that there's toxicity in you. It's unconscious. Sometimes you don't even know that, but it's energy. What we have, we attract from another person. So how do you know your purpose in life? Start with listening to yourself. Start validating yourself. Start nurturing yourself. And eventually, before you even know it, you're at home with something that you're doing. That can be your purpose in life. Who experienced deep trauma as children, but surprisingly, who were able to do self-validation and nurturance. How do you think they developed it? Okay, that's very good because we have the innate capacity to do it. We gave ourselves permission despite the experiences. We can transcend those experiences because we have the divine in us who can facilitate that. Okay? So yes, it can still happen despite the many trauma that we came from or have experienced. It is the attitude that I can. It is the attitude of opening myself and growing that will facilitate, because that person is taking responsibility for his life today and not allow his history to dictate his life today. Amen. I can see that in myself. Congratulations, diba? Congratulations. I now wonder what happened though. I have deep faith. There you go. Your faith in your capacity, your faith in your relationship with the power beyond yourself. For us as Christians, we believe in God, diba? So that is a power beyond ourselves that all we need to do is to align with that power. That's why connect with yourself and the divine in yourself, and that sometimes the transformation goes beyond what we can do with ourselves. I don't know what is my passion. I don't know how to identify my passion. Go back to yourself. Again, I said earlier, listen to yourself, validate yourself, nurture yourself. It will manifest. Nandyan lang siya. Nagtatago-tago lang siya ng konti. Pero pag nag-spend ka ng time sa sarili mo, gigising siya. Kakalabitin ka na at mapapansin mo na siya. Kindly expound on how one can create a healthy environment when it is full of negativity. So, okay, recognize first there is an unhealthy environment. You cannot change something that you don't acknowledge. So recognize first that the people around me are toxic. Okay, then after you've recognized that they are toxic, then what is helpful for you? That's when we start the boundaries. Meaning, maybe I don't need to interact with them because when I interact with them, I get also toxic. That's already the start of creating a healthy environment. Nurture your own space, your own sacred space. Even if you're at home, when to exaggerate the situation, probably the situation at home is toxic, you have create your sacred space. If it is in your house, then have a corner where you can, when you sit there, you tell yourself, this is my sacred space. You can do that. Or you can go to a place outside of your home for some hours where you can nurture the positive energy in yourself. Okay? So you have to be creative in nurturing that healthy environment. Alam ko malalim-lalim siya, so I hope kahit papano, okay? Take RCW1. We'll work on that. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, what else? What happens if I deliberately nurture myself but spouse is not willing? Sorry, spouse. I feel like we are in different level, parang nagkakaiwanan. I'm sorry, but sometimes that is true. Pag hindi nasasabay ang partner, naiiwan talaga. And that's why there are separations because hindi siya talaga nakakahabol. However, it's not naman separation at all times. Sometimes, okay, all of this, I believe, growth in yourself is growing in compassion, okay? And growing in compassion is also accepting the people around you in their limitations and in their strengths, because everybody has strengths. It's not only limitations. Even if 90% limitation, 10% strength, 10% pa rin yan, strength pa rin yan, okay? So, if you look at your spouse and then look at him or her pag natutulog at sabi mo, oh my God, this person is so mabagal. Diba? Ako'y nandito na at wala pa siya at ako'y nahihirapan na. Huminga ka ng malalim at sabi mo, pero mahal ko ang taong ito. Okay? Kung mahal mo nga. Kung hindi mo mahal, medyo malaki-laking kwento yan. Okay? So what I'm saying is, teach yourself to grow in compassion, teach yourself to accept the limitations of others, teach yourself to be honest with the person, as in you can tell the person, alam mo, hindi ko talaga kaya yung pagkasinungaling mo, pero dahil mahal kita, may mga panahon talaga na hindi ako maniniwala sa sinasabi mo. It's really just being honest with the person, okay? So I'm not saying separation is the ultimate decision. Sometimes it's living with and accepting the person in its totality. Kahit paano, I hope I gave justice to your question. When your job is putting food on your table but you are not happy, is leaving a right choice? Char. Thank you for this webinar. Okay, thank you for the humor. You are not happy. Well, come on. We just talked about self-validation and self-nurturance. You're supposed to create your own happiness. Diba? Anong kasabihan natin? Happiness is an inside job. If you feel, make it your choice to put food on the table and do not expect others to be, cheering on you and yay, galing. Pag hindi sila nag-cheer, they look at yourself in the mirror and say, galing ko talaga, I can give food. Then you're happy. Diba? Because if you're happy, you will contaminate the joy in others. Pero kung nagko-complain ka, tulad ng sinabi kanina, wag mo na lang gawin. E di lahat kayo magugutom, o di miserable kayo lahat. Diba? But if you are doing something, alam nyo, naghuhugas ako ng plato, gabi-gabi. Okay, naghuhugas ako ng plato at kung minsan pagod na talaga ako, pero pag tinitingnan ko yung plato sa lababo, I will pause for 1 minute. Sasabihin ko sa sarili ko, huhugasan ko ba to o hindi? Sabihin ko sa sarili ko, kung huhugasan mo yan, huwag ka magreklamo. Kung hindi mo hugasan, okay lang. Kasi hindi naman siya malulusaw bukas. Diba? And most often, I do the washing and there's no complaint whatsoever. Because I consciously choose to do it. There are nights, at titingnan ko, ayoko maghugas ngayon kasi napapagod ako at naiinis ako sa hugasin. I don't do it. Diba? E di kinabukasan, I will ask myself again, will I wash now? O diba? So that's what's important is I practice my choices, because when I practice my choices, I limit my complaining and I'm happy. Okay. I ask this because for sure, while my parents created trauma, they also did so many things right for me. Agree. to be able to self-validate and self-nurture. Correct. I want to know some guidance, tips on non-toxic good practices as parents, not just the wrong things they did, so I can do it for myself and others, even with everything. I truly appreciate my parents. Very good. Very good that you're appreciating your parents no matter what their limitations are. But if you're asking me what are the guidance of non-toxic parenting, that's a long topic. Okay, watch out for our workshop on parenting.
Yes.
Okay. How do you cure codependency? Start validating and nurturing yourself, because codependency in essence is forgetting yourself and attending to everybody else around you. So, and another tagline of codependency is a need to fix. So it's a control issue. People of the world, codependency is a control issue. I want to be in charge of everybody. So tell yourself, enough. I can only be in charge of myself. I can inspire others, but I cannot make decisions for them. Kung yung asawa mong addict, ayaw magpagamot, you're not in charge of his decision, but you can say, no more to a behavior that is unhealthy for me. Then you have your boundaries, then you have your choices. And kanina, the other day I was talking to somebody, the husband is a little bit unacceptable, the behavior. So the wife was asking, ano ba to? So hiwalayan ko ba? Hindi. Sabi ko, think deeper, or reflect deeper. Is separation really the ultimate answer to all of this? Or is it communicating with the person? Or is it understanding the person? Or is it knowing what is the deeper reason why the behavior is manifesting? Okay? So there. But not to decide for others, because that is codependency. Okay. What are your thoughts on life? Okay. MC Tulay. What are your thoughts? Okay. On life resiliency development, which is comfortable being uncomfortable. Okay, so resiliency is about bouncing back, it's about transcending your crisis. Resiliency is also accommodating, like for example now in pandemic, diba? Hindi pa naman resolve eh. But what is resiliency? We're able to adapt to the new normal. That's resiliency. And yes, it's getting comfortable, quote unquote, meaning it's accepting the discomfort that you are going through right now. So when you teach yourself to accept your reality, to ground yourself with your reality and your limitations, I tell parents, teach your children to be aware, mindful of their reality. Para hindi kayo protect, fix, make things nice for them, when the truth is, it's not nice for them. So when you teach them the reality and ground them in reality, they will learn the tools on how to adapt to the changes that's happening in their lives. Okay? I hope I answered that. Yeah, I'm finished.